I don't know anything about Ryan. I don't care. Man means nothing to me. It's just a name. But if, you know, if going to Ramel and finding him so he can go home, if that earns me the right to get back to my wife, well, then that's my mission.
Oscar. That's a good point, Steve.
Here we go. Best Supporting Actor, Robert Duvall for A Civil Action, Ed Harris for The Truman Show, Jeffrey Rush, Shakespeare in Love. He won for Shine a couple of years back. Billy Bob Thornton, A Simple Plan. Sling Blade was his big movie a couple of years back. And James Coburn, the acting veteran, this is his very first Oscar nomination for Affliction. I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought, you know, with his long and distinguished career, there would have been another one in there. But congratulations.
Of the ladies, Kathy Bates, Primary Colors. She was absolutely incredible in that film. Brenda Blethyn, A Little Voice. I don't think anybody here is surprised about that. Or Judi Dench for Shakespeare in Love. Lynn Redgrave, she got the nomination for Gods and Monsters. Very exciting moment for her, I'm sure. And Rachel Griffiths for Hillary and Jackie. Another really nice film. Yeah. A very good film. Glad to see her get that nomination as well.
Kathy Bates, of course, won a Best Lead Actress Oscar for Misery. Brenda Blethyn was.
James Coburn in Affliction. Robert Duvall in A Civil Action. Ed Harris in The Truman Show. Jeffrey Rush in Shakespeare in Love. And Billy Bob Thornton in A Simple Plan. Bob?
Kathy Bates in Primary Colors. Brenda Blethyn in Little Voice. Judi Dench in Shakespeare in Love. Rachel Griffiths in Hillary and Jackie. And Lynn Redgrave in Gods and Monsters.
The 1998 nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role are Roberto Benigni in Life is Beautiful, Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan, Ian McKellen in Gods and Monsters, Nick Nolte in Affliction, and Edward Norton in American History X.
For Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role, the nominees are Cate Blanchett in Elizabeth, Fernanda Montenegro in Central Station, Gwyneth Paltrow in Shakespeare in Love, Meryl Streep in One True Thing, and Emily Watson in Hillary and Jackie.
In the category Best Achievement in Directing, Roberto Benigni for Life is Beautiful, Steven Spielberg for Saving Private Ryan, John Madden for Shakespeare in Love, Terrence Malick for The Thin Red Line, and Peter Weir for The Truman Show.
For Best Screenplay written directly for the screen, the nominees are Bulworth, Warren Beatty and Jeremy Pixar, Life is Beautiful, Vincenzo Cerami and Roberto Benigni, Saving Private Ryan, Robert Rodat, Shakespeare in Love, Mark Norman and Tom Stoppard, and The Truman Show, Andrew Niccol.
Screenplay based on material previously produced or published, Gods and Monsters, Bill Condon. Out of Sight, Scott Frank. Primary Colors, Elaine May. A Simple Plan, Scott B. Smith. And The Thin Red Line, Terrence Malick.
For Best Foreign Language Film, we have Central Station, Brazil. Children of Heaven, Iran. The Grandfather, Spain. Life is Beautiful, Italy. And Tango, Argentina.
And finally, I'm pleased to announce that the films selected as the Best Picture nominees of 1998 are Elizabeth, Alison Owen, Eric Fellner, and Tim Bevan, producers. Life is Beautiful, Elda Ferry and John Luigi Broschi, producers. Saving Private Ryan, Steven Spielberg, Ian Bryce, Mark Gordon, and Gary Levinson, producers. Shakespeare in Love, David Perfit, Donna Gelati, Harvey Weinstein, Edward Zwick, and Mark Norman, producers. And The Thin Red Line, Robert Michael Geisler, John Roberdeau, and Grant Hill, producers.
Please join us for Sunday at the Oscars on March 21st when we announce the winners. See you then.
And joining us right now is the producer of the Oscar telecast, Mr. Gil Cates. It will be his 9th time.
Welcome back to East Live coverage of the Academy Award nominations. I love Ed Harris. Just looking at that man. What did Jim Carrey call him? A rock? A rock? He is
He's
wonderful.
nominated this year in the category of Best Supporting Actor for The Truman